Hello everyone. You can see here there is a screen for the United States Department of State, a consular electronic application center where you can be able to do the visa application. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to apply for non-immigrant visa, because some people have been asking me about non-immigrant visas. We have been talking about green card. So few things people have to understand. What do we mean, first of all, with the non-immigrant visas, and what those type of visas you can be able to apply using this one. So these are the visa types which you are coming to America to stay on the temporary basis. The visas, you are not coming here to stay forever. So you come here, for instance, the student visa, that is one type of visa. Other type of visa, you can talk about B1, B2, those kind of visa, visiting visa, J1 visa, which is exchange visitor visa. So there are so many types of visas, temporary work, all those kind of visas you'll be able to apply using this type of visa. So let me show you step by step on how you can be able to do this one. First of all, where do you get this one? There are different ways you can be able to get it. So let me try to, for instance, go to the Google search, and let's say I'm going, let me put it a little bit bigger. So let's say, for instance, I say U.S. Embassy in Tanzania. U.S. Embassy in Tanzania. Let's say I go there. This is the, you can just open direct here, but I can go direct to non-immigrant visas here. When it opens, you come here, please visit our global services website for complete information. So you click here, it will take you here. So to apply, you select the application form from this one, which is, you click that one. That's how I came to that non-immigrant visa template. So number one, few things you need to know. You have to select where will you be applying, location where you'll be attending your visa interview. So they select location where you'll be applying for the visa, meaning the place where you'll be attending the visa interview. So for instance, let's say you put Dar es Salaam. So it is start with the name of the city. So it's not, it start with the country. So for instance, Tanzania, it will come, Tanzania will be Dar es Salaam, where the U.S. Embassy is. So I can give, for instance, like that one. Then you put the code, the number which are here, depending each time they will be changing. So it's V4MHC. Remember, you don't need to upload the photo right away, but you can be able to do later on that kind of to continue. So then you can start your application. So these are the instructions which you have to agree. You have to read and accept. Not just go and tick, just read the information you are going to put. This one will be used to determine visa availability and all those kind of things. This information you are going to provide, you are providing voluntarily. Failure to provide this information according by this form will bring to inability to receive the immigrant or non-immigrant visa, depending on the visa type. So that is then you are going to tick that one. Once you tick, you are going to be given, this will be the application code, is automatically generated. So usually they tell you to print this one. So in this case, I'm not going to print, I'm going to save it. So just, I'm saving as a PDF. So just to make it just for now, like kindly I'll show you how to use it later. So that is the application ID, which you are going to have. Then from there, you can be able to continue with the application. You can go and read this one and put it in a safe, secure place, because you'll be able to use this one, and this will be July 13th. When I'm making this video is a few minutes before. Now it is, here it is 11:56 p.m. So it's about to be midnight, and it will tell you all the information you need to have. Then you are going to, so they give the security question. So what the city of was your first job. So for instance, like, or you can just put like anything you are going to remember. Okay, so let's say in what city or town was your first job. So for instance, you can say Kigoma. I'm giving examples. So depending where, you can just put whatever question you want. The one you can be able to, in which city does your sibling live? You can say Kigoma, Dar es Salaam, Abuja, wherever you are. Then you are going to start filling the form. So filling this form, remember it is not much of the difference from filling the form DSC 260. So I'm not going into too much complication. Few things you need to remember. You can see here, they put estimated burden is 90 minutes. That means like this will be the amount of time you'll be able to fill the form, but it doesn't mean that you'll use the 90 minutes. This is the expression date. Don't forget about this one, that this form is going to expire on this day. That means they are going to upload the new version. And this one is the form type, which is the Department of State form number 160160, which is for non-immigrant visa application. So let's say quick way I'm putting my information. So my last name is Makulilo Ernest. The name, I mean, because this is the same way, so just put it this one. So my last will be like kind of that way. Then does not apply because my names are in English spelling. Have you ever used any other name? You can say no. If you have, you can use it, put it. Do you have a telecode that represents your name? No. Telecode, those any other symbols? No, I don't have. Sex is male. Marital status, I'm assuming here, let's say I'm applying as a single. I'm assuming that way. Let's say date of birth, 1st of January, let's say 1990. I'm not putting my all information. So let's say the city does not, state does not apply. Here you put Dar es Salaam. I'm giving example. Okay, country, Tanzania, not United States. Okay, so then you go to the next page. What is the country of origin or nationality? So still the person is Tanzanian. Do you have any nationality other than the one indicated there? No, you don't have dual citizenship. If you have dual citizenship, you put yes, then it will come, put the name of the country. But the assumption is you are not having any dual citizen. Then the question, are you also permanent resident for another country? You put it no if you are not. If yes, yeah. So then you put the identification number. Okay, I'm just putting just like the number. Like I'm assuming this is a passport number. So if you have never been to US, you don't have a social security number. This one does not apply, for instance. So you put your passport number. So then you are going to the next. You click here, go to the next. Please select a visa class. What type of visa are you applying? So these are different type of visas you can be able to apply. So let's say you are applying as let's say you are going to do like temporary visitor, pleasure, whatever. If you are coming as a student, which is F, is academic or language or international student, you come on F1. But let's say on this one, you are coming on visiting. Okay. Specify the reason will be, are you coming for the tourism or medical or business or it's just business tourism, whatever. So you put that one. Then have you made any travel plans? By travel plans here, let's say you say yes, it means what is your flight ticket? The plans that they mean like that way. Then what address are you going to stay in the United States? So my advice is, if you want to get a visa, better to have these travel plans. So you can have, go and get the ticket, but don't pay it. You can get the plan of the ticket, like this will be how much, like a quotation from the company with your name and everything. That is your travel plans to the United States. Maybe you haven't paid, or you can have the one which is refundable with the full amount, not the one with the credit. But if you pay and you don't get the visa, it's gone. So you have to put like, if you don't have the plan, you say no. So you put just intended day of travel or arriving, you say maybe 15th, month of December, you can say, let's say the year 2020, I'm giving example. Or let's say, oh, I just want to come to, let's say October, I'm giving example. How many days do you want to stay? Obviously, it's not a month, it will be number of days. You say, I'm going to stay there maybe 45 days. The address will be to stay in the US. Let me put like maybe that is the address. I'm giving example. It's just, I'm giving example. Okay, that is the address. So you put the address. Then who is paying for the ticket? So if it's self, or if it's employer in US organization, you just put it. So if it's the employer in the United States, you put it that way. If it's self, obviously, you have to, there are so many things you need to present. So kind of that, what is the purpose? So you say self. So let's say the purpose of trip here was international student. So you have to put student, you are coming as F1, not as a dependent. If it's a child of dependent, you are going to get F2. So let's say it's F1. So when do you plan to come here? Maybe 15th of August. Maybe that is when school is going to open. When are you going to stay? It will be number of years. It will be maybe the program is 2 years in US. Let's say I'm giving an example. That is the address. Let's say the school address. Then who will be playing? So it will be other organization. So for instance, that means you get the university. So maybe University of San Diego. I mean, you need to have the number. So it will be sponsor. I'm giving example. The address 1 John Marshall Drive. I'm giving example. It's not the actual address for the Marshall. This is the address for the Marshall University. So for that case, let me put Marshall University. I'm giving an example. So that is the address of Marshall University, which make me easy. I've been opportunity to be there. So then it's United States. So then you go. Sorry, they need a phone number. So let's say the phone number for the 301. That is this is the phone number. So you don't need to put 1 is the code for the US. Okay, so that is the Then you go to the next. So I'm applying as I'm coming as a student. Are there any other persons traveling with you? Obviously no. You are coming alone. Have you ever been to US? Let's say you haven't ever been to US. The answer is no. If you have been to US, you put yes. Then you will put that you arrived. Length did you stay? Did you ever hold a driving license? If it's yes, you put yes. If it's no, it's no. Means they will be able to check with their DMV, Department of Motor Vehicle, to find out whether you have some cases, maybe DUI, driving under influence. Have you ever been issued a US visa? If you have never been to US, you have never been issued the visa. So have you ever been refused? So if you have ever applied to the US visa and the answer is yes, but you are denied, you just put here, you say yes, I've been applied and I've been denied. So you give explanation. But it doesn't mean that if you have been denied, you are going to be denied the second time. So if you have never been to US or you have never been to US embassy for the visa interview, no matter what type of visa, the answer is no. I mean, if it's yes, or no is no. Don't lie, because they know they have all the information. They had your fingerprint. Then has anyone ever filed an immigrant petition on behalf with the United States Citizenship and the Immigration Services? That means maybe your spouse is the American citizen, has ever filed for your green card, or in the US someone is your relative, has applied for you to get a green card. So so that we call immigrant petition, means they applied for you to become immigrant, to become green card holder. So the answer is no. So then you go to the address and the home address. So maybe you can say Chiesa Street, Chiesa Road. I'm giving you example. House number 2, city Kigoma. State doesn't apply. Postal code Tanzania is 555. Or you can put does not apply. It's okay. Region, you put Tanzania, depending on which country you are. Is your mailing address the same as home address? You put yes if it is the same one. If it's not, you're going to put it. So the phone number, let's say you put 255-713-383853. Secondary number doesn't have. So have you ever used any other phone numbers? If you have used any other number, say yes. If you haven't, said no. Put your email address, ebmakulilo@yahoo.com. Have you ever any other email in the last 5 years? If yes, put yes. Don't lie. Nowadays, there is a social media question. Have you ever used any social media? So, for instance, you say, yes, I use Facebook. What is the username of Facebook? You put your username is Makulilo. If you go to, that means facebook.com/Makulilo, you put that. So, if you have Instagram, put your Instagram. Instagram EBM signature. So if you have, so there are all these social medias you have to include, like Google, whatever, LinkedIn, MySpace. We don't have MySpace, Reddit, whatever. All these kind of things you have to put YouTube. So I have YouTube. So you put username is EBM Scholars. You have to have everything. That's why we tell people don't go and comment bad things on social media. You are commenting there about something bad and then you are waiting for the US visa to get the visa, and something you are commenting negative or planning to attack US, you'll never be given the visa. They're going to check you. Do you wish to provide any information about your presence on any other applications, whatever do you have? For instance, like, no, you don't have. So then you click go to put the passport information. What is your passport? Is a regular passport. That means it's not diplomatic. So ABC, for instance, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, that is your passport number. I'm giving example. So does not apply. Passport book number is the same passport number, is the same one. So whatever. So the city you go to the passport is Dar es Salaam. Okay, then okay, state you know. So date of insurance, I'm giving you example. Let's say I got this one February 2020. Expiration will be maybe I'm giving example 2030, 10 years of passport to expire. Have you ever lost the passport or whatever? The answer is no. If you have lost the passport, you have to put the passport information, passport number. This is one of the way we can be able to track people who are using your passport for terrorism or other crime. So the answer if is no, is no. Then US contact. Do you have any person in US organization is your contact person? So if yes, you put, I'm giving example, is Makulilo Ernest organization, for instance. Or so for instance, if you are coming as a student, you are going to the Marshall University. So it's the Marshall University. Yeah, so it's just Marshall University, kind of that. I mean, so to be do not know, I'm sorry. And then you put organization name, Marshall University. Relationship to you, so is a school official. So then you are going to put the address 1 John Marshall Drive. That is the address of the school. The phone number. This is the email address of the personal international advisor. Then you are continuing. Then you have to put your full father's name. If you do not know, you put there. If you don't remember the birth of your father, it's okay. Your father is US, no, is not. Mother's name, Makulilo Maria. If you do not know, you just put do not know, is not in the US. Then, do you have any immediate family members, or including parents in the United States? Immediate relative. They mean people who are like your siblings, kind of that is immediate. Not like, oh, this person is my neighbor, is my relative. No, they don't mean it that way. So the answer is no. If it's yes, it doesn't affect you. If it's yes, put the name of that person. So obviously, if it's, yeah, do you have any other relative? So other relative, yes or no. So you don't have any relative. You go to your work, primary occupation. So for instance, is education. Employer, let's say University of Dar es Salaam. That is your employer. Mlimani. Okay, Kinondoni, whatever it is. Kinondoni. This one doesn't apply. Postal code 255. Country Tanzania. Start date of the job. I'm just giving like tentative. So we say maybe 2008. That's when you started. Income, if you have, does not apply, whatever. So in local currency, they want to know monthly income, so you can say maybe 5 million. Describe your duties, teaching, undergrad students, maybe political science 101, research, consultants, whatever. I'm giving examples. So things of that nature. Okay, sorry, they want a phone number. Okay, okay, so so let's go to the other part. Were you previously employed? If you say yes, you will put the other employer. If for this purpose, I'm saying no. Have you attended any education institution at secondary level or above? So it's yes. So which university? University of Dar es Salaam. Mlimani. Whatever. So we'll put the correct address. Kinondoni. Doesn't apply. 255. Course of study, Master's Political Science, I'm giving example. Attendance, I'm giving example that just I'm putting like I'm giving just an example just like that way. So if you have master's, if you have bachelor, you add it here. If you just have just bachelor degree, you will put just BA, just you have bachelor degree. But if you have whatever, so you just add it that way. Do you belong to any clan or tribe? You can say yes. For instance, tribe, you can put Ha. Or tribe, Sukuma. You are in Sukuma. Tribe, Hehe, whatever. But it doesn't matter. If you don't belong to any tribe, it's okay. What language do you speak? So you can say I speak Swahili, English, French. I'm giving example. Whatever language. No, you'll be adding one after. So I'm giving example. You'll be adding the languages. Sorry. English, you'll be adding this way, not just by mentioning all of them. Then if you know other, knowing many languages is not like the reason why they'll give you the visa. No. Have you ever traveled to any country or region within the last 5 years? So if you have traveled to any country, you put yes. Then you will put which region, which country have you traveled. You will put it there. Don't lie. If the answer is no, is no. So for this purpose, I say no. That's why we usually say if you have been traveling to other countries, this question is very important. They know this person has been traveling to other countries and usually comes back without a problem. Have you belonged to any contribution, social charitable status? You say maybe yes. What charitable status? The name, let's say Hope Orphanage Center. Okay, so I'm giving example. Another charitable status, I'm giving example. You can say beach cleaners, crew, whatever. But you must make sure that this organization you are affiliated with. Do you have any specialized skill or training such as firearms, whatever, nuclear? If the answer, if you know. Have you ever served in the military in your country, basically? The answer will be no if you haven't. If yes, you put it there. Have you ever served in or been a member of involved in a paramilitary unit, vigilante? The answer will be no. So they are coming with these kind of the security questions. Most of these questions, they are going to be no. Do you have a communicable disease? So if you have, you say yes. If you don't, you say no. Have you ever have mental disorder? If yes, is yes. If it's no, is no. Have you ever been a drug abuser, drug user? No. A drug addict? No. Have you ever been arrested, convicted in an offense? No. Have you ever been violated or engaged in a conspiracy to violate any law related to a controlled substance? The answer is no. So this you have to remember what comments you are putting on social media, because you might be posting violent these comments and you do not know they'll come back to haunt you. Are you coming to the United States to engage in prostitution or unlawful commercializing vice, or have you ever been engaged in prostitution? It will be no. Have you ever involved or do you engage in money laundering? The answer will be no. Have you ever conspired to commit human trafficking offense? No. Have you ever knowing or aided assisted someone planning to do trafficking? The answer is no. Are you the spouse, son, daughter of individual who has committed or conspired committing human trafficking? The answer will be no. The same questions, they are also in the DSC 260. Do you seek to engage into espionage, sabotage? No. Do you seek to engage in terrorist activities? The answer will be no. Have you ever wanted to provide financial assistance or support to terrorist group? No. Are you a member or representative of terrorist group? No. Are you the spouse, son, daughter of individual who was engaged in terrorist activity? No, you haven't. Have you ever ordered, incited, committed, assisted, whatever? The answer is no. You participated in genocide. Ordered, assisted, otherwise participated in the torture? No. The answer is no. Have you engaged in recruitment of child soldier? No. So no. Yeah. Involved, yeah. So then more background. Have you been removed or deported in any country? So if I've been deported in any country, whether it's Africa, Asia, whatever, the answer will be yes. If you haven't, it's no. Then you go to the next. Have you ever withheld custody of U.S. U.S. citizen child? The person is no. Have you ever voted in the U.S. election? The answer is no, because if you've done that one, you'll be in trouble because you have to be a U.S. citizen. Have you ever renounced United citizenship for the purpose of avoiding tax? No. So for this one is the additional point of contact information. You have indicated that you will be studying, because I put I'm coming as an international student. You will be studying in some capacity while in the United States. List at least 2 contacts in the United States, country of residence, who can verify your information that you have provided on this information. Do not list immediate family members or relative. Do not use postal addresses. So let's say, okay. So I'm giving example. That is the Kansas. Okay, whatever it is, Kansas City. The state is KS, Kansas. So whatever it is, you can put the information. Another okay. So I'm just putting the addresses. I'm giving example. So just I'm giving example. Okay. Then you are going on the service. So this is, if you're coming for the purpose of the studying, they give you the service ID, which is related to this information you get from the school. You'll be having your I-20. Then you can be able to proceed after this one. Then will be able to finish. You can upload the photo, but you cannot be able to do that. So, so this is the number you'll be having into. Okay. Marshall University. Course of study, MA, Political Science. Address, 1 John Marshall Drive, Huntington. Okay. So then you are supposed to put the photo, upload the photo. But let's say I'm going to put the photo. I'm just using someone's photo I've been able to use here. So okay, upload. The photo will be there. Continue using this photo. Provided the photo. Then you review. But so that is the application form is done. So you can review the full application. If you want to edit, you can be able to edit. It takes you back to the full application. I will not submit this one because if I submit, it will go to the US Embassy. So I'm not going to do that. So this, you are going to confirm everything. So sign and submit. So I'm not going to so sign. You are going to, so here they say, don't go and just tick this way. You have to click and read the genital FGM, the information. This is the mistake people are doing. You have to click to come here and open the document, just like you have read the information about FGM. Then you go to say that you have read and understood. This will be that day. Does anyone assisted you? No. The signature, that means you are entering, you are going to enter your passport and then this code and then click submit. I'm not going to do that. Once you submit, you get the barcode confirmation, which you'll use that one to go to the US Embassy for the visa interview. But in addition to that, one other thing you need to know will be also to go into paying for the visa fee, which you pay on the local bank, and to get the appointment date. So those are the things you need to know about how to fill the form DS-160. The difference here is just, as you can see, there was just school information. If you are coming for visiting, they will give the information about where you're going to stay. So those are a few things I want to share with you about how to fill the immigrant form, non-immigrant form, visa form DS-160. If you have any question, please let me know. Otherwise, I wish you all the best and enjoy, everyone. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and share to others. Goodbye. This is Ernest Boniface Makulo, EBM.